Yo, what is going on, everybody? Septic here, and welcome to my final video of the year. We're gonna be talking about my anticipated games of 2026. This year's been great and everything, but before I talk about what I liked about this year, I want to talk about what it's gonna be coming out next year. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that crazy excited for a lot of games that are gonna be coming out next year. So while last time I'd had like 10 games, this time I'm only gonna be focusing on 5 with some honorable mentions. The honorable mentions are gonna be games where I'm interested in playing them, but the problem is that I haven't played any of the games from like beforehand. So I can't include them on like my super most anticipated list. So it's something that I have my eyes on and everything, but I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm excited that they're coming out, but they're not in my like, I can't count them as like anticipated since I haven't played the first game. So they're just going to be honorable mentions. So I'm going to narrow it down to 5 games and everything that I saw that I liked that are going to be coming out next year. All right, so we're going to start off with number 5, and that being is Pragmata. So Pragmata was a game that at first, I'm not going to lie, I was just kind of whatever about. Like, it didn't really capture my interest whatsoever. Capcom is making the game and everything, but there was nothing that kind of like grabbed me at first. I was just kind of like, okay, you know, astronaut dude with child going around with gun, you know, doing his stuff. I really didn't care. And I remember at one point, like, there was some rumors that, like, hey, maybe this is a Mega Man game. It's like a reiteration of something of Mega Man. I'm like, what? I was confused. Obviously, I knew that wasn't going to be the case, but I was seeing these theories and everything, and I'm like, what are we doing? Eventually, I did get a little bit more interested after hearing that, I guess. That I actually decided to take some time to look at some gameplay and everything. I watched some of the trailers and everything, and not gonna lie, I kind of like what I'm seeing here. I've never played like something like BioShock, but I am getting vibes of something like that, like with Big Daddy and that little girl that he was with and everything in the game. I also get like kind of like a Dead Space kind of feel, like, I mean, with the way the world is and everything, but I know the gameplay looks completely different, and I'm not gonna lie, I like what I see there. It looks like there's moments where, like, when you're fighting an enemy and like a little reticle comes out, like with hacking it and everything, I guess when you do it, it stuns them and everything. I don't know, like, watching the gameplay actually made me interested in trying this out. Like, you know, it looks like a lot of fun, and I definitely want to try it out when it comes out. So this was one that caught my attention pretty quickly. I was not expecting this game to just kind of grab my attention that quick. I was like, oh, okay, well, crap, okay, say less. But yeah, this game looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be coming out to every system. It'll also be coming out very soon, actually, in 2026. You won't have to wait that long. It's going to come out in April 24th. It'll be on every single system. I think it's interesting that they're even making an amiibo. We don't have to wait that long. It'll be here in just a blink away, because let's be real here, these months pass by like it's nothing. Alright, number 4 is going to be The Adventures of Elliot the Millennium Tales. This one was an interesting one. So it's being made by the guys who make Octopath Traveler and everything. Is doing the HD 2D style and everything that we've been seeing. But this time, instead of it being a turn-based game, they're making it an action RPG. I see this more akin to something like Chrono Trigger, for example. The fights this time are going to be in the open world area and all that stuff, so we'll be pretty much seeing that there. Once again, looks charming. I personally like the HD 2D style. Some people don't like it. I personally enjoy it, and it looks like it's going to be a fun time. Square Enix has been doing really good with these smaller titles and everything, but that's also Team Asano that's been pretty much killing it and everything. But I think it's awesome that they're actually going ahead and doing an action RPG this time, because pretty much all they've been doing really has just been turn-based RPGs, and not saying that those are bad per se. I mean, we did also have a strategy RPG come out with Triangle Strategy, but the fact that they're taking the time to do an action RPG in this style is pretty cool, and I like what I see so far. We don't have a month or day when this game's going to be coming out. We just know it's coming out in 2026, so just keep an eye out and everything, and eventually it will be coming out. But this is definitely an RPG that you guys need to try out. Square Enix has been pretty quiet this year and everything. The only things we know about are like the smaller projects. We're still waiting on stuff like Kingdom Hearts. Obviously, I know people want to see Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3. Dragon Quest 12, definitely Dragon Quest 12. Like, we haven't seen anything of that. So they've been very quiet with their big titles, but for their smaller titles, like, they've been killing it. And I gotta say, if you have never played any of their smaller titles, you definitely gotta try it out. All right, so real quick before I get to like my top five, like top three. Once we get to the top three, I do want to give some honorable mentions. I'm gonna get them out of the way right now. That we can just kind of focus on the top three for me. So number one is gonna be the next Legend of Heroes game that definitely you guys need to take a look at, and that's gonna be Trails Beyond Daybreak. Again, I haven't even played the the Trails series. They had a remake that came out, and speaking of Trails, the other one you definitely need to keep an eye on is Trails in the Sky second chapter. If you played the Trails in the Sky first chapter and everything, just get ready for that. These are remakes of the first and second game in the Trails series. It's a lot of games you gotta play, I'll tell you that much. But I'm definitely gonna be trying it out at some point. I hope to get to it at this year sometime. Well, I say this year, but more like 2026. But essentially, I hope to eventually try them out and play them. But I definitely wanted to bring them up because I know for RPG guys and everything, I do want to give some shout outs to the Trail series. The Trail series is definitely more smaller than some of the other RPGs out there, so I want to just give some love to those. So if you want to try out a good series, go ahead and try out the Trail series. I'm saying this from friends and everything that I've played the series and everything, so no knowledge. I need to play the games at some point. The other one I also want to give a highlight to is Yakuza 3, Kiwami and Dark Tides. So this is going to be a Kiwami version of Yakuza 3. Interesting choice that they did. So we're getting a full remake of this game. Some of the characters look different. I know some people were not happy with that or thrilled with that. There is a Mine side story stuff. So for those that are big fans of Mine and everything, you guys got that. But I'm fine with this remake. I think it's great. Definitely flesh out the gameplay of the original Yakuza 3. I don't know if they're going to do the Kiwami versions of 4 and 5. I mean, they have remasters and everything, so I don't know. I don't know if they'll eventually do that, but for now, you guys got Yakuza Kiwami 3, so hopefully that remake ends up being really good. I hope you guys enjoy it and everything, so for Yakuza fans and everything, definitely keep an eye out on that. Alright, so let's get to number 3, and number 3 for me is going to be Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I am definitely really interested in this game. So I did get to play the closed beta. I had some fun with it. My problem with me playing the closed beta is that I felt like I was trying to play Marvel's Capcom and everything, so that's just pretty much wired into my brain. So I'll be playing Spider-Man in this fighting game, but I'm trying to do combos as if I'm playing Spider-Man in Marvel's Capcom. But that's just me. That's something I definitely need to fix in myself. But I'm definitely very interested in this game, so we're finally getting a new Marvel fighting game. Unfortunately, it's not Marvel vs. Capcom. Arc System Works is developing it. It's playing similarly to something like Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I like what I played. Like, as someone who really enjoys like watching competitive fighting games, but is more of a casual when it comes to playing fighting games, I had fun with playing it. I just hope there's a lot of modes. I hope there's some more characters because we haven't gotten anything past 8 characters. Like, it's been very quiet. It's been 6 months since like we've gotten anything. So we're kind of just like, hey, when are these characters coming out? The developers know. They actually commented on that. So I hope we start seeing some characters be announced because we're kind of just waiting. Like, I mean, only 8 characters? Like, come on, man. Get the ball rolling. Get the ball rolling. But I like what I see here. Visually, this game looks gorgeous. Animation's amazing. Like, I hope they, they flesh out any of the issues that people are reporting and everything. Because other than that, like, we have a gem here. Like, I think it's gonna be great and everything. I think it's gonna be a fun fighting game, and I hope when it comes out, people love it. I'm still hoping out one day that we get Marvel vs. Capcom 4. It's not happening anytime soon, so this will do for now. So I'm just glad to see that we have an era of Marvel fighting games. And I think it's pretty cool that we actually have just straight up just a Marvel fighter. Like, no other company is just Marvel characters. Let's see how much support the game gets. I hope it does well, and yeah, I hope it's just a fun time. I played I played the closed beta. I had a fun time playing it and everything. I mainly played like just the offline stuff, just kind of like test the feel, the characters and everything. Again, definitely weird, especially from someone who played Marvel vs. Capcom. Trying to transition from that to Tokon is gonna take some time. But this is definitely a game I have in my top 3 most anticipated games. We don't have a release date. We just know it's coming out next year. Judging that it's not going to be at EVO this year, I expect it to come out late 2026, probably like September or closer to the holiday season next year. All right, so number 2 is going to be Marvel's Wolverine. We have been waiting for this game for quite a while now, ever since it was announced. The only teaser that we got at the time was just Wolverine's claws. We finally got to see it. It looks fun. It's definitely going to be very different than something like Spider-Man, because Spider-Man, the whole point of it was that it was an open zone like area, like, or open world in general, where you just explore like kind of lower Manhattan and everything. Wolverine, it's definitely gonna have to take it for structure, because I don't think it's gonna work well with Wolverine. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like level based and everything, so level progression. You'll go into like one stage, progress through it, and everything like that. Like that's what I think Wolverine's gonna be like. We already got to see like sneak peeks of some of the characters that are gonna be in it. Like for example, we got to see Mystique. Mystique will be in the game. So I hope to see more X-Men characters established in the franchise there, like maybe Cyclops, Jean Grey, Magneto, like, you know, some of these other characters and everything. So I'm crossing my fingers that we do get to see them at some point. Obviously, they're definitely not going to tease some of these bigger characters. Maybe they'll tease some, but they're definitely going to hide the fact that some of these characters are in the game. So that way they keep it a surprise. So that when you see them, we're going to definitely be excited. So I'm crossing my fingers. I don't know if there's going to be any more playable characters. I think it's just best that they focus on just having Wolverine playable, refine his moveset and everything, fix what needs to be fixed. Just focus on him, and if they want to bring in other characters, that could probably like DLC, or if the game does well, a sequel. While we don't know when the game's going to be coming out, we do know it's coming out next year, 2026, but we know it's sometime between Q3 or Q4. But yeah, I'm already expecting it late 2026. That's pretty much the rough timeline that we have. No confirmed release date, but it is coming out next year. And now finally, my most anticipated game of next year is going to be Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I don't know if people expected a Fire Emblem so soon, but I was memeing about the fact that I want a new Fire Emblem game. And I think it definitely had to do with the fact that it had been kind of quiet since Fire Emblem Engage came out. I played the game, and I think it's okay. It's not a bad game. I'm not gonna say it's a bad game. It's fine. Like, it's a fine game. I don't think the story is anything crazy. I thought it was just all right, generic. It's whatever. It just didn't hit me like the other past Fire Emblem games I played. But it definitely has some of the best gameplay that Fire Emblem has ever had before. Like, I loved it. I think what they did in that game, they definitely need to bring it into future Fire Emblem games. So yeah, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I wanted to make a video on this earlier when it got announced, but the thing is that I'm not someone that likes to like delve deep into like theorizing, you know, like going deep into like analysis videos and everything like that, especially with what the game is going to be. While it is called Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, it's very obvious this is going to be a sequel, prequel. I don't know what they're planning on doing, you know, for Fire Emblem Three Houses and everything. So if you played Fire Emblem Three Houses, you're definitely gonna recognize some of the things here. I was already keeping an eye on it. Like, for example, the main guy that we saw, pretty much with like the blue hair, purple hair, I think it was one of those two, that we saw in the beginning of the trailer. He has the crest of Albin, which is Yuri's crest from Three Houses. And speaking of other crests, we did get to see the crest of looming that is on the Alucard looking character. So that's why I'm kind of like leaning towards it possibly being a sequel. It could be a prequel too. I'm fine with it. Obviously, the biggest confirmation is that we see adult Sothis, and I'm finally happy to see that. You know, this is something that we did see her design an unreleased like picture. Essentially, it was in the files of the game, and it shows her as an adult with the outfit that you see in the trailer. But the thing is that it could also be a sequel too. You know, Sothis could have probably grown back up to how she used to be like. Or again, like, it could be a prequel because that's how Sothis was before she got murdered. But essentially, there's just so many ways that this game can go. I don't even know if they're going to do multiple different paths. I'm not too sure if they're going to do just a single path. There's definitely a lot of things that they can do with this game. I just hope it's great, because I don't know what people are saying online about them pulling the Three Houses card and everything. It's like, all right, they're going back to Three Houses. They're playing it safe for the next Fire Emblem game. I personally don't mind that they're going back to Three Houses. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's interesting because I don't think this is a first for, I think, Fire Emblem, because usually if they make like a sequel or prequel, like, it's usually after, right? It'll be like the next game immediately that they made a sequel and all stuff. Like, we see it with like Binding Blade to Blazing Blade. Path of Radiance to Radiant Dawn. You know, like, this is the first time we get something where it goes from Three Houses, then Engage, which had nothing to do with the Three Houses Fodlan era, to Fortune's Weave, which it seems to be connected to the Fodlan era. It's interesting. It's interesting to say. Some people, I think I saw someone say they're probably playing it safe. The way some people reacted when with Engage, they probably don't want to do that. I even said it before, which I found funny, because they made Three Houses as a way for older fans, and then Engage was supposed to be for newer fans, so that way they get to know the characters, but instead the opposite happened. So Three Houses attracted new players, and Engage actually just mainly attracted the fans. I just hope that, from what I get in this game, all I can say is I hope it has the same like story stuff that interested me from like 3 houses. And in terms of gameplay, I just hope that the game is just as good as Fire Emblem Engage's gameplay. Just not as much of a grind, because I did not like that grind. The grind in Engage was absolutely horrendous. I hated it. Like, they had it so simple back then. Why is it so complicated and annoying now? I don't know. I'm really excited for Fire Emblem Fortune's Week. This is going to be the game I'm really looking forward to the most. We just know it's coming out in 2026. We don't have a release month, release day. It's just coming out in 2026. I am crossing my fingers that the game's a banger. I'm going to be getting it day one. As a Fire Emblem fan, I'm really excited to try it out and everything. So please be good. That's all I can say. Please be good. Please be fun. That's what I want. As a matter of fact, that's what I want for all these games. Just be fun games, be great, and we just kind of go from there, guys. So that is my top 5 favorite, most anticipated games for 2026. Yeah, again, smaller lists and everything compared to something like last year's and even the year before. I think that we're in for some treats, you know. Again, I know I'm not like a Resident Evil guy, but you guys got Resident Evil Requiem coming out, and so that's definitely a game that you guys need to keep an eye on. Obviously, GTA 6 is coming out for those that are big fans of GTA or just waiting for that game. You guys are going to play that game too. But anyways, this is my list, so obviously those games are not going to be in it. But that's my top 5 most anticipated games of 2026. Guys, if you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you all for watching. I'm going to leave you off with a question if you get to this part. What is your most anticipated game of 2026? I'm very curious to see what it is. It can be something big. It can be even something niche that I probably never heard of, or just something just small that like people will be interested. Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, I want you to hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like the video, share it around with others. We're fast approaching 400 subs on this channel. So if you guys go ahead and show that support and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. All my socials are going to be down in the description. It's just Twitter. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, just see me tweet about whatever, go ahead and follow me there as well. But yeah, this is the end of 2025, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this year, and you know, Happy New Year for when you guys watch this. It's going up on tomorrow, which is the 31st. So yeah, like I said, Happy New Year. Here's to 2026 and some more bangers. You know, hope you guys have some fun with your friends and family, all that stuff. Anyways, I hope you have yourselves a fantastic day, and take care, everyone.